Yo! What's up, everybody? It's Superfly Fat Guy 859 coming at you yet again. Well, here it is. I'm going to tell the story of the birthday bash from the fat drunk guy's perspective. So, let's see, where do I start? I guess it was about, 5:30 in p.m. when New Era Dad came and picked me up. I had some getting ready still to do. We did some game planning, decided what we was going to drink, stuff like that. I had went and got a fifth of whipped cream vodka, and when you mix whipped cream vodka with root beer, you get a root beer float. It tastes amazing. When you mix whipped cream vodka with Sunkissed or any kind of orange drink, Fanta, whatever, you get orange creamsicle, I think it's called. So basically, the whipped cream, if you add it to something like say red cream soda, then you'll get a red cream soda float or whatever. So I mean, it's amazing. It tastes really good. And then I got a little bottle of Jack Daniels. Okay, it was just the little one that you guys see me do a shot of for long 13 hair. I bought one of those. So I had that. I had a ton of soft drinks and stuff. I had a cooler, big ass cooler. And New Era Dad, he brought his cooler, and he had tequila. Bottle of tequila and amaretto. He made himself amaretto sours. So he picks me up. We go pick up my dude Cody. Shout out to Cody. I don't know if he still watches my videos or not, but I'm gonna shout him out. That's my little buddy, man. He's a really, really good kid, really cool kid. I call him a kid. He's not, he's of age, but he's a kid to me. He's a young kid. He's real shy, super shy. So, towards the end of this story, which is extremely true, 100% factual, but towards the end you'll see what I'm talking about. He's very, very, very shy. So anyway, we go pick him up. We go to the gas station. We get some ice, a bunch of ice, massive amount of ice, which actually we wasted. Unfortunately, we wasted about 20 pounds of ice, which was stupid. I thought more people would use the ice, but apparently not. We went to the bar. Oh man, went to the gas station, got some beer for Cody. Cody wanted some beer. Got ice for us. And Cody. Went to the party. Nobody was there yet because we got there early. And then the next people to show up was Lil Corey, my little brother. He showed up with his girlfriend, and I feel like somebody else came with them, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so we're sitting out there, and we start getting intoxicated. And then my buddy Mike shows up, Money Mike. He showed up with his girlfriend, and oh man. So we're all drinking, we're all, we're getting intoxicated, inebriated, whatever. And then I don't know, like we no, my bad. Before we started drinking, we got something to eat because we needed something to eat and then we started drinking and getting inebriated and taking part in recreational activities. And anyway, so we had some fun there, and we're feeling real good by the time the rest of the entourage gets there, and it started getting thick. And White Mike, he met a bunch of people at a gas station, and basically he sat there for like a half hour until everybody met him there. And then he caravaned everybody out to the camp, and we had a good time. And so anyway, it starts getting packed, and I don't know. It's just, it starts getting packed, and you know what? This is where I'm gonna start telling this. So Mr. Green, he starts. I think he was already drunk when he got there, and Mr. Green and his wife. Mr. Green starts drinking, and he starts drinking heavily, and then he starts getting my dude Money Mike to do shots, and again, like I told you in the last night's video, me, Money Mike, and New Era Dad, we haven't drank that much in the past 7 years or something. So yeah. Anyway, Mike starts drinking and he starts doing shots, and he's doing shots of bourbon and tequila, and I think Mr. Green had this honey bourbon or something. It was like that honey or honey whiskey or whatever. It was like that honey Jack Daniels, but I don't think it was the Jack, or honey Jim or something like that. But anyway, it was something like that, and they were drinking it out of the bottle. Well, it's a fifth, okay? And Mr. Green is drunk. And he pours a shot for Mike, and there's about this much in the bottle, man. I'm talking probably 4 or 5 shots worth left in there. Maybe 4 or 5. That's a pretty good judgment. He takes the bottle, tips it back, kills it. Drank every bit of it. Pissed his wife off, Mrs. Green. Mrs. Green, we'll call her that. Mrs. Green pisses her off because she was like, honey, that was mine, and he was like, he didn't give a shit. He was drunk, and he starts getting crazy, and they thought I was mad at him, but I wasn't. I was so inebriated that I was like comatose, and I was sitting back, and I was sitting like this. I was just like not moving, you know what I'm saying? And like I was just sitting there, had my eyes closed and shit, and just listening to music. And when I get really messed up like that, I start listening to the words of the music, whatever music we're listening to. That's why I like hip hop a lot, and I like lyricists. I don't like just rappers that rap about anything. I like people that are either tell a story or their rhymes are just amazing. And I love to just sit back and just listen to that when I'm messed up. So that's what I was doing, and he was wilding out. Mr. Green, he started saying that chicks from my hometown. I'm not sure. I don't think it's his hometown, but he said chicks from Newport they fucked for food stamps and all kinds of stuff. And I think there was some Newport girls there, and it was just funny. He was drunk, and I mean, he was just wilding out. He was just saying whatever. I ain't mad at him, but they thought I was mad at him. But he was just acting crazy, and then all of a sudden it seemed like just seconds went by, and then they were like, all right, well, we're leaving. So anyway, so they go ahead and head out, and shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Green, because y'all had a way better night than I did. So yeah, so they left, and now by this time, like I said, Mike hadn't drank a whole lot, years past, so he's had so much to drink. Mike is, and some of you people might be like this, you people, I hate when I say that, but some of you guys might be like extremely anti-smoke. Cigar smoke, cigarette smoke, pot smoke, whatever. You hate smoke, right? And he hates cigarette smokers with a passion. Any kind of smokers. Well, he's never hit a cigarette, cigar, weed, nothing, ever in his entire life. And he smoked a cigar. He hit it about 4 or 5 times that night. My buddy Jason was there, an old childhood friend. And he smokes these big-ass, you've seen me do, cigar reviews months and months and months ago. I don't really smoke too much anymore. It's more of a winter thing for me. But anyway, he smokes cigars all the time. And he had this big-ass fat cigar, and Mike started hitting it, and I couldn't believe it. Like, I was blown away to see him smoking something. That's how drunk he was. So Mike gets up and goes to take a piss, and, where he goes to take a piss, it's probably like 20 foot, and then there's a hill that goes down like this, and it goes down to the river. And so he's standing there, and I guess he goes to take a piss, and like he doesn't even whip it out or nothing. He just decides he wants to lay on the ground. He lays down, and he passes out. I don't know how long he was there. All I know is he never did get the piss, he said, and he come over and sat back down on the picnic tables, and the whole side of his head was matted with sweat and grass, or maybe it might have been the dew, because by this time it was probably 3 or 4 in the morning. But there was wetness just stuck to his head, and there was grass and shit on his head because he passed out like this on the ground, and it was so funny. He passed out. New Era Dad, he wanted his wife to come, and she didn't come. And then when we all got shit-faced, she showed up with a friend of hers, and we saw the friend come in, and she brought me a cake. Shout out to Amanda. She was awesome for bringing me that cake, even though I didn't eat none. I was drunk. But anyway, New Era Dad's like, "Where's my wife at?" And she showed up and surprised him, so that was cool. He was happier than hell about that. Everybody's just hanging out. Some messed up shit happened to my dad's bed, that like out in the, we call it the bunkhouse. If you've ever, go back, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say my camp, go back and look at some of my older videos where I say like a tour of the camp or something like that. Go back and look at that old stuff, and you'll see what I mean. The bunkhouse, that's what we call it. It's just a little one-room cabin that's out there, and my dad's bed is in there, and some dumb broad was in there jumping on Dad's bed and messed it up pretty good. Broke some slats and stuff on it, and he was pretty mad about that. But then, about after he had run them out of the house, because there's not a lock on the door. So after he run them out, he comes back to the party, and then all of a sudden he sees a couple go in there, and he said from the time that it took him to walk back to the cabin, she was already naked, they was about to get on. And he ran them out, and he said when he ran them off, the dude ran, and he said he never saw that dude again at the party. But yeah, the chick had all her clothes off and was ready to go. That was crazy. And then, let's see, so everything's pretty much cool, and then about, I don't know, about 5 o'clock, I would say, 5 a.m. in the morning, obviously that's when a.m. is, the lights go out because the generator run out of gas, and at this point in time, we got to let it cool down, because it's been running for like 8 hours now, okay? So it had already killed the gas once, so this is the second tank of gas we went through, and it's an old ass generator, so we had to let it run or cool down for about, I don't know, a half hour or so. Well, because it was pitch black, people got scared because they're city folks, and most everybody got in their cars and left. And so we decided not to even turn the lights back on. We just, whatever, it was so close to daylight anyway. Dad and Brenda go to bed. They went to the bunkhouse and went to bed. And then, I don't know, about 6 or 6:30, it started. Man, maybe the lights went out before that. Maybe we went out about 4. Because anyway, it took everybody a good hour and a half to leave. So I'm guessing Dad went to bed about 4, and everybody left about 4, and then I guess everybody was pretty much gone as the sun started to come up. And right before the sun started to come up, this chick comes out of nowhere. Mind you, the whole field where I've showed you guys where the cattle and stuff is, the whole field is filled with fog. Okay, it's just a foggy abyss back there. And this chick named JoJo. Shout out to JoJo though. She was a cool chick. She turned out to be a cool chick, but she emerges from the field, and it looked like she got lost out there or something. I don't know. And then she is drunk, and she comes up and she's hanging out with me and Cody and Corey, New Era Dad, sorry. And then New Era Dad's like, "Man, I'm married. I gotta get out of here." So, cause she was getting a little she was getting a little friendly. So New Era Dad, not with him, just with us in general. So New Era Dad was like, "Yeah, I gotta go. He went to the truck and went to sleep." And it was just me and Cody and this chick named JoJo. And JoJo's drunk. And Cody is extremely shy around people in general. But when it comes to girls, he reminds me of Raj from The Big Bang Theory. Because he is just scared to death to, like, talk to girls or anything. So she was drunk, so I got her to, like, like, grind on him and, like, rub his shoulders and, like, kiss him on the cheek and, like, just like, mess with him hardcore. And it was so funny, so funny. But, yeah, and then we ended up just hanging out pretty much the rest of the night. And, or morning, I guess. And we had some more bites to eat. And then we realized that JoJo is from about 20-25 miles away from the camp. And she has no car, no phone, no nothing. So extremely ill-prepared, unprepared, whatever. She's definitely not a prepper. And yeah, so we, or Corey, New Era Dad, ended up taking her home. And not like that, like he took her home before he took us home. But so yeah, we had a good time. We had a really good time. Overall, it was an amazing night. There's so much more. I can't even imagine. Like I was shit-faced. Corey, our New Era Dad, was shit-faced. Mr. Green was so drunk he had to go home early. Corey, my little brother, he passed out in the car for like 3 hours because he was too messed up too fast. In like an hour, he did what we were doing in hours, you know, and he went hard in the paint for sure. But yeah, overall it was just an amazing night. It was awesome. I had a great time. I can't think of anything that I would have rather had differently, man. There was a massive amount of people there. There were girls. I'm sure it was set up, but there was girls that like were coming over thanking me for the party and thanking me that, you know, for this and that, and telling me happy birthday, and like there was just, I guess not girls, there were people in general doing that, just walking over like thanking me. That JoJo chick was like, "This is the best field party I've ever been to," and blah blah blah. Like, it was funny, man. It was a good time. And then, thank God, by the time everybody left, it was just me, New Era Dad, Cody, and that JoJo chick. Buzz was asleep, Dad and Brenda was asleep, and by that time, my bowels were ready to move. Finally. I'm so glad. I don't know why I'm sharing this with you, but I'm so glad that I had to use the shit house or the outhouse, whatever, after everybody was gone and everybody else was asleep. I was pretty excited about that because I hate using that outhouse, and like I feel like it's about to tip over, and I know there would have been somebody there messing with me while I was in there. So overall, it was a wonderful night, but it was even better because I didn't have to use the bathroom until everybody left. So anyway, I don't know why I shared that. That probably cost me some subscribers right there, but shit, ain't nobody gonna make it to the 18-minute mark. So yeah, that's the overall gist of the party, man. There was people screwing everywhere. There was alcohol and cannabis everywhere. There was music live from 9 o'clock at night until about 4 in the morning. We had a bonfire going. It was awesome, man. It was a good time. So anyway, guys, I love you guys, and I think I'm an open book, so I think I pretty much covered everything, man. It was a good time overall. Yeah, I don't want to put her on blast because I don't know if she'll ever watch this, but shout out to JoJo. She was cool as shit, man. All right, guys, take her easy.